let's look at the breakdown here. The federal government gets the lion's share with 52.68%. The state gets a distant 26.72%, and the local government is getting 20.60%. So, is this good? Is this healthy for the Nigerian economy?
Now, you now have to go back again to the Constitution. What functions have been given to each tier of government? That's step one. Step two, one has to understand that there are truly 774 local governments, yes. The functions given to them as a whole may now have to be put in just a position with what functions have been given to the states, the 36 states. Now, the federal government, 52%, 52 plus percent, is not strictly speaking for the federal government alone. The federal government's own share is about 48%. Among that difference of 4%, there's 1% for FCT, and there's an ecological fund. There's also minerals fund development, funds for mineral development, and there's also stabilization fund. These funds are make up the difference of 4%, 4+%. Now, those funds are placed with the executive on behalf of the three tiers, but not strictly speaking, don't belong to the federal, but it's placed there for administrative purposes. So you are now looking at 48 really, vis-a-vis 26 and 20. So total states and local governments are about 46%.
Now let's look at revenue generation in particular now. You recently released a scary report that Nigeria loses 8 trillion naira annually from gold sector alone. What is responsible for this?
Well, the Revenue Commission, as part of its functions of seeking wider and different sources of revenue, particularly revenue to move away from this sole revenue stream from oil, paid a lot of attention to solid minerals. And we went around the country at least twice. And we've gone to every local government and every state to see exactly what is available there and what are the hindrances to the development of the solid minerals. We were interested in the solid minerals because of two reasons. One, virtually every state and local government has some mineral of value. So it's going to be an even development if the solid minerals is developed alongside agriculture. Whereas you see oil is only in about 5 or 6 states. Certain things, we came out with a report which has been distributed around to all the key stakeholders. It's too comprehensive for me to tell you what are in that report offhand. But we're saying one major thing should be done is to carve out the inspectorate arm of the Ministry of Solid Minerals and form it into a fully fledged self-financing agency like the DPR we have of petroleum. Okay, so they would now be able to go out and really be funded properly and organized properly to go and develop this solid minerals industry. We went around and found out that virtually 80% of mining right now is done illegally. Now, when you have illegal mining, it means nobody has registered them, nobody is monitoring them. Some of them are carrying out in a very dangerous and hazardous way. And some of those minerals that they're taking out are security minerals that can be used for bombs and things like that. And nobody can really, once it's illegal function, illegal mining, nobody really has recorded them. If you can record those 80% illegal mining, bring them into the formal sector, and at least drive some revenue from licensing and from monitoring, and then while they would get a benefit from government with training and proper regulation in terms of doing mining in the proper modern way, then you would now have revenue coming in, and at the same time some way of managing this dangerous and chaotic 80% mining using dangerous chemicals. Like in Zamfara now they're using lead. Lead is poisonous. Poisonous to the persons doing the mining, poisons the water supply, and ultimately can even endanger the descendants of that area.
I think another issue we need to look at in this issue of loss of revenue in the mining sector is the issue of multiple taxation. All sorts of federal government agencies bring various taxes on these people, and one even wonders if why do we call them illegal miners when they pay taxes? Isn't this a form of backdoor authentication? What is really going on in the mining sector?
Now, here is the paradox. If you have an agency like the Inspectorate Arm of the Ministry of Solid Minerals, set up like DPR, self-funded and very, very well organized, with vehicles and helicopters and God knows what else that they need, that multiple taxation would have to stop. What's going on now, since they are illegal miners, the Ministry of Works can go and get tenement rates from them, or the local governments can collect tenement rates from them, and depends on what they are telling people they're doing there. They may not tell you they're doing mining of gold. They can tell you they're doing water, borehole. They can tell you whatever story they want to give you, and you pay some fee for that little illegal activity they're doing, and they may hide. Since it is illegal, they're going to hide their true activity. So unless you have a very well-funded and organized agency, well-funded, well-structured, and independent,